sorry, the microwave's just on at the moment. Good morning, it's Monday the 19th of February and Sydney's back at school, Ralph's back at nursery, and I survived the half term without any wine. I just didn't think about it. Not that I had that urge to drink wine every day when the kids are off, but no, I just didn't think about it. I had a small glass at the beginning of the week, just because I had some wine that needed using up, which I sinned, and I didn't really think about it, which is good because I did use my sins on other stuff. So I'm just doing my breakfast at the moment, and I'm going to have today a fry-up. I don't normally do a fry-up just because I've got a bit more time. This week they have a break on boot camp, so I don't have boot camp this week. I will go Saturday because I'm off on Saturday, so I'm going to go along to boot camp then. Sorry, I just need to sort my egg out. I'll show you what I'm cooking. So here we are. I've got fried egg. Let me just get my spatula. I've used the Quorn sausages. They are the low fat ones, and they actually say low fat on the front. They are free on the plan. And I've got tomatoes and mushrooms for speed. And I'm doing a fried egg, which is actually going quicker than what I thought it would. But somehow, I like it sunny side up, but I just want to make sure it's cooked. So I am just going to quickly do that. And baked beans. There you go. Sorry, I just shoved the baked beans in your face. Yeah, so though next Sunday we have got a party for Sydney. It's his birthday party. It's a bowling one, so it's all organised by them, and they look after you basically. You have a dedicated person, which is handy. I'm going to set this up. Right, I'm going to move you because you're actually on the handle of the cupboard. There you go. You can look at my washing up bowl. I'm back. Whoa. Yeah, so you have a dedicated person. I need to go back in. That looks after you. So it shouldn't be too bad. But I probably will have a glass of wine. I probably need one by then. So I'll just sin it. So I'm going to do 2 videos today. This one is going to be what I eat in a day. And I've got another video which I will, well, you'll see it. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll see that I've, sorry, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I might come back to you, but you will see that I've put another video on. I probably might load it up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to do another video, which I'm going to film after I've had my breakfast. So, but I'll show you my breakfast in a minute. Okay? So here is my breakfast. I have got, first off, I've got my coffee, which has got a little bit of the Jordan Skinny Syrup Mocha. I've got my Hydramate, which is my second Hydramate, a paintbrush, of the day. I have got my, so underneath here I've got lots of mushrooms, tomato. I've got 2 of the Quorn low fat sausage, which are sin free. It's the ones with the blue low fat on them you need to get. I've just cut them in half. Baked beans, fried egg, and a tablespoon of HP brown sauce. And that is my breakfast. I can't remember the last time I had a fry up, so I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah, and it's literally just 1 sin for the whole lot. So I think this will fill me up for quite a while. So yeah, there we go. So it is now 12:30. I've just done my video that's going to follow on from this one, so please go ahead and watch it. It's quite good. I quite enjoyed filming that actually. So I should be having my lunch now. I'm just going to put the hob on because I've got to pick Ralph up for 1:30. So I've got an hour. It took me a long time just to do the video, so it's not a long video, but yeah, it took me a little while to do it. Plus I've been tidying the house as well. So I'm just having a coffee. I've just got some new mugs. My name's Sarah and I'm addicted to buying mugs. Look, anyone who knows me, I love black and white. I love colour as well, but I love a good mug. I love a good size mug and black and white. Oh, I need that. I just had a cup of tea as well a little while ago. So So as you can see, my breakfast was very filling, so I don't feel really hungry, but I'm going to put some eggs on, and I might have, I've got some soup that I made, the Hans tomato soup that I had yesterday, so I'm going to have a portion of that, I think, for lunch with some eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and I just can't decide what to do for dinner tonight. I want to show you my other mug. This is my other one. I do like a good mug, but I have got way too many. I really need to have a sort out of all my mugs. But yeah, they're from Henny's, hence the bag here. I've got a massive order because Sydney wants some clothes for his birthday. Well, he needs some new clothes anyway, so we were going to buy them anyway, but he can have them as part of his present, some of them. So yeah, I've just ordered loads of different sizes to see what he likes, and Ralph, some sizes for Ralph as well. And I've also got another delivery that's come in, this big box here. It looks quite small there, but it's actually quite big. It's very big. If you're wondering what it is, it's actually Sydney's birthday present. So it's actually a pogo stick. That's what he wanted. He wanted a pogo stick, but he actually wanted a DS or something like that. I don't actually know what he wanted. You know, when they speak to their friends at school, I want a computer game, one you hold, and there's DS and there's something else and there's something else, and I'm like, I don't know. And I don't think he knows. He just hears it. He plays games on the iPad. We've got the Wii. We hardly ever use the Wii, but we got given it and we gave it as their Christmas present, as a joint present, but more for the whole family. So I'm not really keen on my kids playing on the games all the time. You know, he's only 7. Darren's really not into it either, so he just picks these things up and then it's from one thing to the next. You know, he wanted an Xbox. He didn't even know what an Xbox was, so he just hears things at school. So I said, well, maybe you could save up your pennies, because by the time he gets around to it, he'll probably be like onto something else. And they're not cheap, DS's, so I had a look at them. So we've already bought him some Lego, so we wanted to spend a little bit more because it was sort of, I mean, the Lego is enough. If anyone who has Lego mad kids will know how much Lego costs. But we got something that he wanted anyway. So what else did he want? He wanted a pogo stick. I never heard him mention it before, but he has had a go on them, and I don't know, maybe they were talking about it at school or something. So I got him a pogo stick. So I've got to hide that at lunchtime when Darren gets home and see if he can put it up in the loft for me. I've just got water down me, sorry. I'm also going to have a pear as well. It's massive. How big is that pear? But we eat a chunk of it already. So yeah, I'm going to have that and the rest of my water, because this is my second one. I haven't drunk much water, so I'm on my second bottle now. So I'm going to drink that. I'll show you my lunch when I do it. I think I'll probably have it once I picked up Ralph, I think. I'm not actually that hungry. I think once I have that pear as well, that'll fill me up. I've really got to decide what I'm going to have for dinner as well. So yeah, I'm not going to show you. I did actually also buy, I'm waffling here, I'm going from one thing to the next. Slow down, Sarah. I did buy, I think it's in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it yet, but it's a tablecloth. It's a black and white spotty tablecloth. Now I usually buy the PVC ones. Because for a while now we've not had a cloth on the table, just because it's a beautiful table, we should show it off, but the kids are ruining it. They're like, food's getting crusted on there and it's just getting stained with their stuff basically. So I thought I would protect it just for another year or two, just until Ralph's a little bit older. So I've got a material tablecloth for a change, just because the PVC ones, is it UPVC? No, that's windows, isn't it? PVC ones always get marked unless I buy a really dark one. I can never find any. I mean, if I find a black and white spotty one that's black with this white spots, excuse me, then I will swap it. But for now I'm going to use this and see how it goes. And I just bung it in the wash and that. I just fancy something to protect the table. But if you see one, let me know. I've looked on eBay, but they're always sold out, the dark ones. They have the white with the black spots, but again, the white just shows the mess. Anyway, enough about tablecloths and everything like that. I'm going to get on and have my drink and my pear. I've got a massive order to pack. Massive order. which is amazing because someone's bought something from the website. It's been a bit quiet the last week. I've had a sort of dribs and drabs, so I've got to get this order prepared and try and get that out today. And they ordered it over the weekend. Yeah, and that's it really. That's what I'm going to do, but I will show you my lunch shortly. So here's today's lunch. I've got the Slimming World Heinz tomato style soup, which I made on my yesterday on my last video, and I've got 2 hard-boiled eggs. I'm probably going to need something else later because I am working tonight, and this won't last me till 9 o'clock, and it's now like 2 o'clock, so I don't think I could go that long. So I'm going to make something else later, probably just a little snack. I'll have a little, maybe a hi-fi and a yogurt, I don't know, and then I'll just get dinner ready for when I get back in tonight. But yeah, this is today's lunch. So I'm just going to make dinner for tonight, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to make. It's called Lentil Chilli. Now this one's for UKSW because I recommended the recipe. There's a little head over there. Say hi. Is that funny? Yeah, this one's for UKSW. So yeah, this is the lentil chilli recipe that I mentioned about, and here's the recipe, and this is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight because look at him, he's a nutter. I didn't really know what else to make. I was gonna make the doner kebab, but I'm working tonight, so I need something quick and that's easy rather than having to sort out all different chips and things like that. So anyway, let's get on. I'll show you how we make it. So I'm going to start off with, I've got 2 small red onions, or 1 large, 2 garlics, probably 1 oxo cube maybe, I'm not sure yet, or a veggie oxo cube you can use, it's a beef one, but you can use any of them just to give it a bit of seasoning. Basically all the veggies, so usually I use red pepper, yellow pepper, celery, carrots, but I'm literally using what I've got left in the fridge. So I've got 2 carrots, 1 green pepper, 2 sticks of celery, half a courgette, that's all I've got left. And then I use a small portion, so basically a small cup. I usually use, if I do it in the slow cooker, I usually use sort of like half a big cup of the green lentils, and then the other half is half of red split pea lentils. But because I'm going to do it in the pan, because I haven't got time obviously to do it in the slow cooker because it's the afternoon now, I'm just going to use like a small pot and just sort of do half and half, but I'll show you anyway. 2 packs of tin tomatoes. I can never remember if I used 1 or 2, but you might need 1, but I'll let you know. And then any beans. I usually use kidney beans. Sometimes I don't use any beans at all, but I found these in the cupboard, black-eyed beans. I haven't got any kidney beans, so I'm going to use these. I've used these before in it, and it's just really nice. The other one that's really nice is the dookie beans. They go really well in it. It's basically whatever you've got left in the fridge chilli, but it's well, vegan one because there's no dairy in it unless you add a bit of cheese. I also add a good sort of seasoning of good few dollops of tomato puree, and the ingredient Cajun seasoning or a chili seasoning. You can just use chili flakes basically to give it a bit of a kick, but I quite like the Cajun one in it. And that's it really. So I will show you how I make it. Yeah, I'll show you how I make it now. Right, so I'm just going to spray the pan with some Fry Light. I just used the coconut oil, but coconut oil one, but you can use any. So just good sprays with that. And I'm going to put the red onion in there now. So just put those in there. I sometimes add a little bit of water just to sort of quicken the softening process. So I probably didn't let my pan get too hot there. So yeah, I'm just going to let these cook off for a little bit. Right, so the onions have now just softened, and I've got 2 of the garlics here, so I'm just going to add those. I'm going to use, this is like a parmesan grater. I've lost my garlic press. I don't know where it's gone, so I just use this. It's fine, or chop it up. You can chop it up. I usually chop it up. Just might as well just use this today. This is great for ginger as well, using this. So put that in there and just cook that up for a little bit. Ooh, so add a little bit of the Cajun spice just to get the flavours through the onions. I just sort of mix this up. There is no right or wrong way to this. You can add whatever veg you like. It's just really good, cheap, easy meal. Now I'm going to add all the veg. Now this will be enough for the 4 of us, if not a little bit more. When I do it in the slow cooker, it makes massive portions, and sometimes I just have the chilli on its own without any rice. I probably will cook some rice today for the boys and for Darren. I might actually go without, I'm not sure yet. Just let those sweat those off. Whilst I'm sweating those off, I'll also let you know that I had one of the Werther's reduced sugar. I managed to get hold of some. They're on offer at Sainsbury's actually, and they're half a tin each. I had one of those, and I also had, and I completely forgot about them, in fact, just warming the boys' ones up in the oven now, some chocolate brownies, like real chocolate brownies, and I literally had a smidgen, which I worked out about 7.5 sins, if probably less than that, but I've allowed 7.5 because I've got the sins to play with. That'll be fine for me now. That'll be fine for me the rest of the day. I doubt what I had was even more than 7.5 sins, definitely not, but what the boys have will be a lot more. But I've just allowed that to cover myself. I've still got 6 sins left. And I've got some low fat cheese to put on this, but I've only used my half my healthy extra A today, so I'm going to use 15 grams, I think it's 15 grams, I'll double check, or it might be 17, just to sprinkle on the top. There you go. You want to come and join me? Oh, we're not doing pancakes now, darling. We're doing cooking this. Not now, please. I'm doing your dinner now. Let's make pancakes. No.
Everybody can see me actually real.
You can't see anything. They're cooking. No, they're watching my cooking. Look, so I'm just going to add. So this is my little pot. It is. I don't know if you can see it. It's a tiny little pot. And I'm just going to add sort of half that. So half the pot. And then I'm going to do the same with the red split lentils. And then I've got the same with the red split lentils. So not much, because they absorb lots of water. In worst case, if you do want to add more, you can always add more. It doesn't look like much at all, does it actually? In fact, I might add a few more red split lentils. There we go. Add some more occasion. I usually use the JD seasoning, but I didn't actually order that much of that this time. So I've just got this one, which is free. I did double check. Hang on one moment. Okay, so I've added the tomatoes now. I added some more Cajun seasoning. I don't know if you saw that, but I've added the tomatoes, and I've just added 2 tablespoons of tomato puree and just under about 600 mils of just water, hot water or warm water, whatever you've got. I was going to use the beef stock cube. I've decided to now use the vegetable one, actually, thinking about it. I think that's what I usually use. So I'm going to add about half, just to give it a bit of seasoning. And that's it. let that cook for about sort of 20 minutes or so, just giving it a stir. Keep an eye on the lentils. You might need to add more water if the lentils start to look a bit dry and the vegetables haven't cooked. I'm going to add a little bit more water actually, just because the lentils absorb all the water, but then so do the vegetables as well to cook them. So you can always add more tomato puree if you need to thicken it up. But yeah, I'm going to leave that without any lid on. Just going to put it on the back stove so it's out of the way and let that cook and simmer for the next 20-30 minutes. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. So this has been cooking away for about 10 minutes now, and I'm just going to add the black-eyed beans that I've got here. Just drain these off and put the whole can in, and then give that a big stir. And the vegetables are starting to soften. I might add a little bit of water, I'll see how it goes, but I'll show you when it's finished. So here is tonight's dinner. I did just put a picture on before of the lentil bolognese without the cheese on, so you can sort of see what it looks like. But I've added 17 grams of the Sainsbury's lighter cheddar, which is half my healthy extra A. So that's the other half done. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of rice, just white basmati rice. That is literally all I've got. That what you can see there, just because I wasn't going to have anything with it. I was going to have a big bowl of it, but I really sort of fancied maybe a jacket potato. But because there was a bit of rice left over, this will save me cooking that. And this is all ready to go. Basically, when I get in from work tonight, I'll just heat it up, and that's my dinner. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm now going to have 2 easy peelers and a Miller Lite, and finish off the rest of my Hydramate. This is my 3rd one, so that'll be enough today. And I'm going to have a coffee as well to sort of see me through till 9 o'clock. The time now is nearly 5:30, so I need to go and get ready. Excuse the noise there. I had a massive box delivered today, and they're using that as a rocket today. Hi guys, you're going to show everyone your rocket?
Okay.
Oh dear. Who's driving? And what's Sydney? What are you doing, Sydney?
I can see which country we're going next.
Okay, so you're on a rocket?
Different countries.
Okay.
Because this is where we live.
Oh, right.
And then there's a space station over there. Whoa! Oh.
Yeah, this is the rocket I was on about.
Now can it smooth?
Say bye guys.
Bye. Bye.
So this is my snack before I go to work tonight. I'm going to have a Miller Lite cherry and 2 these are teeny tiny easy peelers. Yeah, before I go out, and then I'll have the dinner when I get in from work. So here is my evening snack. It's 2 hi-fis, which I'm going to have as my healthy extra B, and a Miller Lite Greek style yoghurt, which is free. So I'm finishing the day off on 9 sins in total. I've eaten my dinner, and I'm going to have this now, and that'll be it.